Hey everyone, Rogue Leader here, back with another video, and happy May 4th. Hope you enjoyed Star Wars Day and that you got everything that you may have wanted during this the promotional period for Lego. The sales and the gift with purchases aren't over yet. You have till May 7th, but today we're going to be reviewing the best of those promotions, being set 40591 Death Star 2 with 289 pieces and recommended for ages 18 and up. This was available for spending $150 or more on Lego Star Wars products. And yeah, it's very good model, but yeah, so let's, I guess, start this review. So starting off, I just want to say that this is a very accurate and detailed build. I do very much like it. The one thing I don't like, which I've seen a lot of complaints about, is the Return of the Jedi logo. Just like on the dioramas, I feel that while it is a cool piece to have, it is a bit distracting from the model itself. And I feel the same way about a minifigure. I feel if this set had included a minifigure, it would have done the same thing as the Return of the Jedi logo and distracted from this very good looking Death Star that should really just stand alone. But enough about that. Let's get into it. All right, so it's a very nice model. You can see there's my hand for comparison. Here's like a minifigure. So it's a pretty tallish set. I mean, the box is pretty decently sized. I was not expecting it to be this big, but I'm glad that it is. But yeah, so it is the Death Star 2. We do have two different sections. They're actually the exact same, just reversed, that make up like kind of the unfinished part of the Death Star during Return of the Jedi. But yeah, they're very, very nice and detailed. See, you got some nice angles and stuff. And then the rest of it is covered by these flaps that you can't open. And I believe under one of them, if I can locate it here, these two, you can pull down. And word has started to get around that, yes, there is like a mini bridge hallway scene in the Executor, I think is what it's called, the Executor Super Star Destroyer mini model, where you have little two studs to represent like Bosk, Boba Fett, Vader, Forlom, Zuckuss, and IG-88. And they've done the same thing here. So you can see we got two black studs for Darth Vader, a black stud with a dark tan stud for Luke Skywalker, and then a black stud up there representing the Emperor on his throne. So we've got all three of them making up like this cool final battle. And I think that this is, like, if they're going to continue these mini models, I think this would be a very cool thing to continue, because it's not, it wouldn't cost them anything extra. It's nothing that would draw away from the value or make it look bad. It's just a cool little Easter egg. But yeah, so that's just covered up by these flaps. There's, I think, yeah, 4 of the flaps on the top, and then the whole bottom has 5 flaps. And then you've got the Death Star laser, which is, if we pull this down, you can see is just kind of connected to the main shaft area. But yeah, they do make use of this green plant piece. I don't really know what it's called. And then 2 green lightsaber hilts. I think this is probably, besides the Return of the Jedi logo, the worst part of this build, because you see you got the translucent green for the blade and then also the cone. Then we got lime green for the stud with a hole in the middle, and then dark green for the plant piece. And it's just like, the Death Star has one color green. They don't have 3. I would have honestly been fine if they had just made this dark green, or this, not necessarily dark green, just regular green for the same as this one. That way it would be less noticeable, but I think that stud is the biggest problem for this. One other problem I kind of have is that this does not stay in the same spot. You can see I'm just moving it all by itself, and it's kind of annoying. And yeah, and I know a lot of people don't like it, and I do believe you can mod it. So if I just take off like that, so you can see it just kind of goes into the hole, and then this thing, you can see it just fell off completely on its own. So if you just take off this piece right here, bring in a black 2x2 cylinder piece, like basically this, but with studs, put it underneath, and then attach this to the bottom. You can then put it back in, I think. Yeah, there you go. And you can have it without. So that's quite a cool thing for those who want it. I probably will keep it in its original form just because I like my Legos sets how they come, not modified. But yeah, this is very cool. And if you want to do that, it's just one piece. And then, you know, you have all these pieces to add to your collection, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. I do like this set, and I mean, I guess you could technically consider this another member to the mini model series. Obviously not to scale with the Executor Star Destroyer, but it's still good. And when I get the Executor, I will probably be putting these two together along with any future mini scale models that Lego gives us, because I think that this theme could be a very promising theme. It didn't do so well in I think those two sets came out in 2010, the midi scale Falcon and the midi scale Star Destroyer. But I think the Super Star Destroyer was the only May 1st set, Star Wars set to sell out at least on Lego.com. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of it, and if you're gonna mod your set like this. And I will see you in the next one. I do plan to be posting a little bit more. Finally have a bit more free time. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Subscribe and enjoy the rest of May 4th and Star Wars week. Bye.